I'm making you regret.
All you've done is just tear this family apart. All of this stuff is because of you, Janine. Yes, you. You burned down your house. You broke in here and stole our stuff. You lied to your children. You lied to your husband.
I understand that. I was there. I know that, okay? But I was sick.
What up, what it be? It's your girl Tyler with the T, back with another House of Payne video. So, we all love our girl Janine. She was one of the best additions to the family. Breakup, divorce, back together. She does that. But let's not forget her dark days. Let's not forget where our good sis came from. So, just to remind you, here are the top 5 worst things Janine on House of Payne has done. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, well, now that I'm here, I'll make sure that these two turn out better.
Let's start with number 5 and how our good girl Janine threw her man under the bus, gaslit him and her parents into thinking that CJ was the problem. Yeah, let's get into it. So, Janine's parents, unbeknownst to us, shockingly, are some well-off frou-frou bitches, okay? So, when they come to see Janine, she's in the midst of her coke habit, but they don't know that, okay? Because she's hiding it from them. So instead of reaching out to her parents for support, she throws CJ under the bus, makes it seem like he's unstable, makes it seem like he's crazy, just so she could avoid the teardown from her parents. This man supported her. This man held her up in her worst times. And this is number 5 because Janine has done much worse. But when you can't take accountability and you put it off on somebody that has actually loved you and held you down and had your back the entire time, making them think that he shouldn't have any contact with the children because he's unstable, when it's you manipulating and gaslighting the man that loves you the most to the parents that could take you or leave you. This really disgusted me about Janine because CJ did everything and all of it. And still, he didn't get no thank yous. He got tossed under the bus. Not only in front of her family, but his own. So, that is why this is number 5.
Oh, no, we're going to call him right now. What's his phone number?
Listen, CJ, it's really not, you really shouldn't do that.
Give me that phone number. I'm going to call this deadbeat. That's right, CJ, you call him up. He got to take responsibility for this. He is going to be a father to his baby.
CJ, it's not his baby, it's yours. It's your baby.
From mommy issues to infidelity, we have number 4 when Janine and CJ got down with the get down and produced the twins. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if Janine was not with football player Brian. So, if you don't know, they broke up, got a divorce. He had to get her stuff together. They both started dating new people. He has his little boo thing, and she had hers, okay? But they went out to a party one night and accidentally had sex. Not knowing what was going on, Janine initially tried to pin the baby on this fine specimen of a man right here. Then, after doing the math, she wanted everybody to drop everything and decided to say that CJ was the baby's father. No DNA test, no nothing. It's just your baby. Now, y'all might not see nothing wrong with this. CJ and Janine supposed to be together anyway. But hold that thought, because let's take a look from Brian's side of things real quick. He was with this woman. He's dealing with his family. Your lady goes on to say she's pregnant, right? Cool, everything is sweet. But then she drops a bombshell on you that, no, I slept with my ex-husband. This is his baby. My bad. You would feel some type. But I am making it this low because we all knew it was going to happen. We all knew they was meant to be. But when you bring other people into things, you risk hurting other people's feelings and playing with their emotions. And that's not cool. So, number 4 it is. On to number 3.
There's no hope for me. Everything I touch, I destroy it. I'm not about to destroy my children. Okay? So just let me go.
If y'all remember like I do, our girl Janine was having a hell of a time on those drugs, baby. It was taking her through there. And it got to a point where she decided to live in a trap house and abandon her children. Now we know, or I know, and I have come to respect it as a mother, why she did it. But at the end of the day, she chose a rug over her family. She chose to abandon her kids. And even though she felt like it was the best for them at the time as their mother, she made that decision. And I can respect that. I cannot respect the fact that she did not take in account of how this will affect her children. Not only are they homeless, but now they're motherless because you have decided to pick this drug over them while she was in a sickness. Yes, she was very sick. But there should be something that you should be able to overcome that sickness for, and her kids were not it. We are very blessed that Malik and Jasmine were not worse than they were, because unlike the twins, they saw it all. While their family is back together, that's just something that a child would never be able to shake. And that is why the abandonment of her children is number 3. On to the worst of the worst. Number 2. Now, y'all might get on my head about how I placed number 1 and number 2 on this list, but we'll talk about it. So, for number 2, I have the house fire. The house fire that started it all, honey. Her family, Janine's family, lost their home, their belongings, their keepsakes, everything. The entire house burned down because of our good girl Janine and her rugs addiction. And then she proceeded to leave her family homeless and proceed to still do the rugs. Yeah. So this storyline here kicked off a lot of stuff. It really dragged her family down. But when we get into number 1, you will understand why I could not put this as number 1. I don't want to say this is a victimless crime, because in this case, her family is the victim. Her family lost those memories. Her family lost beds and stability and a roof over their head. But when we get into number 1, you'll see what I'm saying. So, number 2 is when Janine got so high, she accidentally burned down the whole house. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Now let's get into number 1. I'm sure these may be interchangeable to you, but for me, this is number 1. Because again, like I said, while the fire was not totally victimless, number 1, she has a lot of victims on her page. Starting with the entire Payne family. When she was on that real bad, she robbed the Payne house. Took the TV, took Miss Ella's identification, took money, took jewelry, took everything. And that ended up with Miss Ella spending time in jail. Now, everything other than the fact that she abandoned her children and the fact that she gaslit and threw CJ under the bus, semi-victimless. But she tore this entire family down. Brought them down when they was helping her build her up. And even in the end, they helped her like a blew up when he was after her. So, for me, number one would have to be robbing the Payne household and getting Miss Ella locked up. A woman of God locks up. While she didn't use the identification, one of her homies that robbed the house did. So, while Janine has come a long way, and to me has fully redeemed herself from all of this, these are the top 5 worst things that Janine on House of Payne has done. Let me know in the comment section. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Would you change some of these out? Let me know. And be sure to subscribe for more. With that being said, y'all, love, peace, and positive vibes. Mwah. It's been Tyler with the T. Deuces.